everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plants, and we are back to do some more daily sheets for a daily planner, which can be used each day to help you narrow things down so that way you're not getting so stressed and overwhelmed with a big to-do list for an entire week. We are continuing on using my printables. I do have them linked down in the description below, and we are continuing on going through all of my Happy Planner sticker books. We are going in order because I think that's just going to be the easiest thing for my brain. And right now we're working through each book so that way I can decide if I want to keep them or if I want to get rid of it and put it in just like a little stash box. And then eventually I'll drop it somewhere on Instagram probably. But I'm going through all of them because I need to get rid of some of the books that I just don't love necessarily or don't need anymore. So we are going through every single one. We're going 5 at a time, and I'm writing if I want to keep them, and then if I don't want to keep them, I don't put anything. I just put like a little check mark to know that I went through it, and then we move on. So today we are on our next set of 5, and this one is going to kind of be a really similar to one that we did 2 weeks ago because all of these books are mini versions, so that's already going to be different. But a lot of them are mini versions of books that we've already done. So we have the fitness, we have the faith, we have planner basics, productivity, and the mom sticker book. And we've already done all of those in our classic size. And now we're going to be doing them in mini because that's just the next set that we have. So I have those all pulled out here. So we have the productivity, the planner basics, the faith, the fitness, and the mom. And then the goal is to make sure that they come out different than the other ones did, although I haven't even pulled out the other ones. So we'll see if my mind just, I guess, works the same for each one. So let's go ahead and get started. I think actually a lot of these are going to work in the horizontal layout a lot better because when these books first came out, that was the only layout that Happy Planner offered in the mini size was a horizontal. It took them another year or so, I want to say, before they even came out with like a vertical and before they even came out with the dashboard. So horizontal was it. So all of these books are going to cater a little bit more to a horizontal, which means we're going to have to figure out how to get them to work in these vertical layout ones. I'm going to start with fitness first this time, mainly because I just want to get rid of it. And I think these are probably all going to go in my de-stash pile. I think I'm only really tied to, I don't know, the classic size ones, but these ones will most likely go in my de-stash pile, but we're going to just play with them. I don't even know if I've used any, like I see like 1 or 2 stickers. So this one's very minimum, which I'm like, that makes sense. There's probably like maybe 5 stickers in this whole book missing. But we're going to start with this one first because I just think this one is going to be the hardest to use. And so we're going to try seeing if we can make this one work today. So I'm just flipping through to kind of see what I do have and figure out what we can use. I already kind of have an idea of what I can use for boxes. I might pull out my boxes just to give like a nice border around those. And since this one is a pretty simplified version, let's just go with black. So I'm going to grab some black boxes and then we will layer the other ones. But I just think I need something to draw attention to these because I am using the gray version of these printables. So I am just going to add these in because I don't really have any of those in this book to work with, but there are some that I think I can make work for boxes to layer in that I did see so far. So let's go ahead and get started. Somebody said they really loved this quote the last time we did this book in the classic size. I run because I really like food. Valid. I do love food, but I still probably wouldn't run for it. I'm not gonna lie. I always said even if like a lion or a tiger was chasing me, I probably wouldn't. I'm not good at running. I don't like running, and I've never liked running. And so I just don't know if that's where my brain would be like, oh, I'd probably just be like, this is a pretty cool way to go. I mean, not fun, but you know, the alternative for me of running is just not the vibe. So I think that's where I am at. Okay, I already like that this one has a lot of squares because they're kind of working for, I don't know, all these areas in here. So we already kind of made our decorative section there, and then I'm just going in and adding random things that I see. I'm going to add this sticker up here. It says, give it all you've got. And we'll stick that in there. I did see some boxes that I think I can snip off and or cover pieces of it to make them work for layering. So like these all say work out, but I think I can probably cover up those with something in here. I don't know what yet. Or maybe even just like these ones, and then I can snip off like the breakfast, the lunch. Maybe we'll do these ones because I think these ones give me a little bit more. So if I snip off this word here, that way it's not just for, I need my sticky note. I always have a sticky note on my desk that I put scraps that I'm not planning to reuse again. But we're going to go ahead and just snip this off, and then that leaves me with just like a plain box, which is what I want. And then I can use these to layer. And they're kind of itty bitty, which is okay, but at least we're getting a box. So we're going to do that. There's a couple different colors because we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I think there's snack. I don't remember, but we are going to go in with a couple of these, and these will be our boxes that we can write in. Oh yeah, there is a snack one. Okay, good. Good, good, good. So we'll go in with this lunch one as well. Trim that off. Okay, and then let's do the yellow for the other side, which is the dinner box. Just gonna give a little trim here. And it gives me that nice, like, just little box look that I do love. And then the last one that we have is a snack one. So I'm actually gonna grab two of these and we'll use these snack ones. And then we have our boxes. Winning. So I'll trim that off. And then we'll trim this one off. Okay. So now we have boxes to kind of just break down the priority things. Okay, what else do we have in here? Now we need something. We also had this color too, but now I need something to fill in here. And I really just have like, this is kind of like the biggest sticker, that and some of the horizontal box stickers are kind of some of the biggest ones that I have in here. Other than that, there's not really a lot. Let's use this walk it off. That can mean multiple things. It can mean exercising, or it can mean like you got mad and you need to just like walk it off for a second. I'm going to put this in here because I think it's funny. But we don't really have a lot of, I don't know. There's just not, we could put a hydrate sticker. This is for a daily, and this can be so you can make sure you are hydrating in the day. So these are really the biggest stickers that we have in here. There's not, everything else is kind of teeny tiny. We do have some quotes, but they're not very big. So I might just have to be okay with not filling in this space a ton. What I could do is, I don't know if I have any blank ones, but what I could do is we could take a bigger box and we can stick this in here, and this will kind of fill in this space there. So we could take that box. I'm going to add another one of these quotes because I do love a quote. And then we can add some of the little things. Ooh, you know what this could be? We have this weekly goal sticker. I know this is for a daily, but this could still like align, like, how are you meeting your weekly goal? So maybe that's what that could be for. I feel like that's a good idea to like look back. If you set a goal every week, then each day you could see like, how am I contributing to the goal that I'm trying to achieve this week? Something along those lines. I think that would be really fun and a great way to use that. Okay, I'm just going in with extra decorations. Again, there's not a ton. We don't have a lot. And this one, those little stars and stuff that we used last time are even smaller in here. So I don't think I'm going to use those because they are just teeny tiny. I'm kind of happy with just like this one looking simple. I think I'm okay with not putting a bunch of other stuff in here and calling this one done because pretty happy with how that looks. Okay, I think we're going to be done. So that is Mini Fitness. Again, this one's a very niche, like very specific type. And I'm trying to make a spread that's not necessarily like a workout daily, but you know, you get the gist of that one. So we're going to flip that over. And then the next book, let's go in with Planner Basics. Or no, this isn't Planner Basics. I was looking at the one underneath this one. This one is the Mom Sticker book. So this one's another very niche one, but this one is very close to Planner Basics in that it kind of just has a little bit of everything with a little extra things that are more specific to being a parent, but you know, you don't have to be a parent in order to use this book. So again, we have those great squares, which actually work really well. Let's do this. Coffee is my spirit animal. I'm gonna put this guy down here. And then we'll probably use another one. Ooh, okay, I kind of have an idea. I don't know how well this will like fit over here. But we could take over these two boxes and still have an area to put some smaller boxes underneath, so it's still a functional area. But then that gave us something to work with. Okay. And I love stickers that say today, especially for a daily, because in my mind, that's what makes sense to go there. So that is why I love doing those. Okay, we have this. It's like a little washi strip sticker. It's not long enough to go all the way across, but we could pair it. Well, you know what I should do, because I have this quote over here already. I'm going to put this one on the end and have this one go over here. And then there are other ones. And then we can put things I'm going to do today. And I'm actually going to layer this one just a little bit. So that way we kind of have two little quotes up there. Okie dokie. All right, here is some of our functional boxes, and we can cover up the things that say to do, to buy, all that good stuff. We could cover those up and kind of ignore those. So I'm actually going to stick this one over here because I kind of like this little checklist where we can list out some more important things. And then I don't know if I saw any other sizes. Are these the only sizes we have? And we're kind of just pulling all the colors in, so I'm not being super picky at the colors that I'm pulling in because we're just pulling in all the colors. Okay, maybe we will go in with the green. And again, we're going to find something. There's got to be something in here to cover up the rest of that, so that way we're not just having that one. Let's go to the beginning of this and see what's in here. Okay, so this is a what's for dinner section. Last time we used the coffee stickers. That was really cute. We have pay bill stickers. We have a treat yourself. That's a fun sticker. We'll use that one. Treat yourself. And then do I want to pull in foil? I might have to if those are the only just like plain today stickers we have, because there's not really any other ones. What's up with that? We have workout stickers in here, picking up medication, me time. If I add in gold, I can use these filler pieces, and that would be a good use. And of course, the one stickers that would work are on clear. Really? Okay, so we are going to go in with these, and it's fine. So I'm going to use this reminder. I actually kind of like that it's the green and it goes with the green box. And then I'm also going to use this today sticker. Oh gosh, maybe if I can pull it up. And I'm going to stick this over there just so I can cover up some of the other pieces. I didn't really see any other boxes, so I think I'm going to go back and grab another one of those square boxes because I didn't really see any other options. So let's go and grab one of these. Let's do, I already have a lot of yellow. So let's go with pink. And I'm actually going to flip this one upside down because the goal, we're going to cover that up and pretend that that's not what it says. We'll stick something else there. That will make sense. Even like something as simple as this. Today is a gift. And then that kind of fills that in. Okay, we have all this fun little filler in here. If I can pull it up, that would be great. Okay, nope, not doing it. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just going to fill in with some of these sparkles. Sparkles are in always. I'm just going to do a couple pieces. There are kind of some individual quotes, but not a ton. I need like a small piece. Here we go. Okay, so we have a little bit of the sparkles in there to decorate, and then we could just use one of these square stickers. We haven't really put any blue in here. And if I'm going off of this little thing, we have all the colors. So we're going to put all the colors in here. Put this one thing at a time in there just to fill that in. Okay, I think that's good. So that is the mom sticker book. Again, trying to use all the stickers that aren't super mom related for that one, but I feel like we accomplished it. And we did have some functional in there, so it kind of worked. All right, let's set that one aside. Now we're going to go to horizontal, which in my mind, I'm like, it might be easier, but it also might not be easier. We're going to do Faith next. So this is the Faith mini book. I feel like just looking at the cover, this one already has more functional. I know last time we had a hard time finding functional stickers and kind of sticking to one thing, but this one has a lot that has just like lines on them. And so I feel like we're already off to kind of a good start. They are going to be a little bit longer and bigger, so I am going to be changing my layout a little bit, but I also think if I just trim just a little bit off, it won't be as bad. So we'll see how straight I did that, but I'm going to just change our layout just a little bit. And we'll add this right in here so we still have an area to write on. But then we have a quotes one. I also feel like somehow this one is easier to find stickers that go together. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like this one, it's a little bit easier to... I know I had a hard time with the classic size one. I feel like this one has more things that will be good. I saw on a page somewhere. Yeah, okay, we have these polka dots. Got some polka dots. Apparently the polka dots are just what's calling my name right now because we used polka dots on the other one, and then now we have polka dots here. The polka dots are in. I know I saw more though. Here, we have this one. See, I feel like this one's like easier. The other one I had such a hard time finding things to go together. Okay, and that says enjoy every colorful moment, and it all matches. So already that's a win. Like already we're doing great. Let's see, what else do we have? I like this one because it's pretty much blank. I'm gonna see what other ones. I want some that are going opposite direction. So this is a good one. Let's see, what else do we have? There are a lot of these in this one. I feel like this one has way more things to work with than the classic size one did. And that was something that was always interesting about these stickers. Like when they started doing mini books, it was interesting how I think some of the books just came together a lot better. Okay. So we have this one. It's going the opposite direction, but it's not really the same vibe. We have these ones. These ones are good. Let's see. We have priority stickers. Love that. Okay, I found one option that I really like that I think kind of matches. Oh, you know what? This one does too. Okay, so we're going to use this one. I just want the words on the opposite direction that this one is going. And then now I need to trim it. The goal is to trim it the same amount that I trimmed the other one, but it's probably we're just gonna have to settle for as close as we can. Was that pretty good? I feel like that was pretty good. That was a pretty close match. So I like this one because the quote is on the opposite side. And I'm gonna go and find that other one. Here we go. That again kind of matched, but it's on the words on the other side, which is kind of what I wanted to prioritize. My finger was 100% in the way there. Okay, trying my best to cut straight. I think I cut a little bit more off than I was supposed to with this one, but that's okay. Okay, so now we at least have an area to write down all the things. All the things can be written. I love this one because it says be present today. You know what? This one might be in my keep pile. I feel like this one has more. Well, I guess I did keep the other one, but it has a lot of good quotes. I think that's why I kept it. But I think this one might be a keep one. I think this one just has like a lot more fun things, I guess. Like, I don't know. This one was almost easier. I feel like I had a really hard time with the classic size one. Okay, we have top priority. I know I saw another one. Wasn't the top priority over here? Wasn't there another page, or am I tripping? I could be tripping. No, it was over here. Oh, I was hoping it was going to be a different color. That's why I went over there. It's not. We have a lot of pink in here, so I'm like, I kind of don't want the pink ones, so I'm going to go for don't forget instead. Let's put the don't forget over here. And then let's go with note to self, because I just want a different color other than pink, because there's already a lot of pink in here because of these boxes. So I'm trying to get a little bit away from the pink because we have a lot. Here's some more polka dots. Might as well go all out with the polka dots. I need to lift up this sticker first before I lay this down so I can put polka dots underneath that. So we'll stick some polka dots in here, and then that will be on top. And then that way that's kind of like our decoration for the page. We have this blessings. Again, that's on par with our polka dots that we have in here. I'm almost like maybe that's too many polka dots. Never mind. Let's not do that one. Let's do this joy because it's kind of giving this vibe. And I think that's a good one for down here. So we'll stick the joy there. And then we already have a love, so we're not going to do another love. Okay, I'm going to go through the beginning, and then we're just going to pull. I'm looking for color. I want to add more color in here. This one's a good one. Do less, be more. Just kind of add some quotes down at the bottom. And then this adds some more blue in here. Because again, there's a lot of pink, so I'm trying to diffuse that just a little bit. We haven't put any foil in here, so we're going to keep the foil out. Oh, these little clipboards are so cute. I kind of want to put one of them in here because they're really cute. These are adorable. I have to. Let's put this ASAP in here. I know you'd have to write really tiny for these, but I can't help it. It's too cute not to put a little clipboard in there. Those are adorable. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this one has so many more things to work with in here. I like this one a lot. This one is going to be a keeper. Choose kindness. Again, trying to just get some other colors other than the pink. Okay, I like this book so much, and I haven't even used it that much, which is kind of a bummer. Why have I not used you? Ooh, this is a good one. Be an encourager. Mainly because I just want something up here. Okay, I feel like that's good. This one was a lot easier to use than the classic size. The classic size has a lot of great quotes in it, but this one has a lot more like things to kind of decorate and partner with things. I feel like this one is just easier somehow. I don't know. So that is the mini Faith one. I like this one. That one was a lot more fun to and less stressful. Okay, now we are gonna go, let's do the productivity. We're gonna save planner basics for last. We're gonna go with productivity because this one was a struggle because it doesn't have a lot of decorative things in here. However, it might be a little bit different now because now we're horizontal. This is really big though. This would be good for down here. I do miss playing with I do miss decorating a horizontal mini because that is when the minis came out. I played with that one a lot and it was so much fun. And I do really miss it. Sometimes I kind of want to go back to a regular mini planner instead of like a skinny and just play in a horizontal again because it's been a hot minute. So it might be good to keep this for those dreams to come true. I think I might put this up at the top. This is like a good, it's like a good header for the page. Okay, but these are good. There's a couple of those. I saw another one somewhere else because that can decorate these and then I can layer on top of them. I know I saw another one. There's this one. So we have some, and we could do like some of these. We can do similar to what we just did with the Faith one. So these ones, I feel like, again, I think this one might actually work a little bit better than the classic size one because the classic size one I'm not keeping. But we might be keeping the minis. I thought the minis were for sure going to be one that I was like, let's get rid of them. And now I'm like looking and I'm like, maybe not. Maybe that was a bold-faced lie. Okay, so I'm going to have to do the same thing. I'm going to have to trim off just a little bit of this. So we're going to go in. I'm going to do my best to go as straight as I can. Oh gosh, it's not where I want you. Okay, and I'm going to put this one in the center because this is going to kind of be like my center quote, and then the other ones are just going to be functional parts. And then I'm going to go and find those blank ones. So we have this one that's neutral. Kind of boring, but it's okay. So I'm going to add this one in here, and I'm going to lay it down first because I want this to be the full length of the thing. And then I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife. It would be smart to use a card to help me go straight or a ruler, but I'm just going to trust the process. I feel like I did pretty good. Okay, I'm going to put this back. Maybe we can use that for something else. To layer on something. Okay, and then now I need to go find the really pretty colored one because that's going to be the bottom one. I know it's not all the way back here, but I'm like, what if there was another one and I missed it? What if... Okay, I didn't. Okay, this one, and it's polka dots, and it'll match that. I'm actually going to flip it the opposite direction, though. So I have the yellow on, and then we will do the same thing. Lay this down and give her a trimmy trim. Oh, I could have used these for scraps, too, like we did last week. Dang it. It's okay. Now they're boxes, and then now we can layer boxes on top of them, and then they will still just look a little cuter. I could still use these as scraps, or at least maybe make 2 little corner piece scraps. So let's go in with this one up here. Get a little bit of this for some decoration. I did not rip those perfectly, and that's okay. And then that'll create a little bit of decor for this. Okay, we have these. I think this would be really good to use in here. I'm thinking a solid color. So let's go with this one, and then we can layer this on. And it says top 3. And then find something else. Since it did already put foil in here, I am going to continue on with putting some of the foil stickers in here. And I do want to get a little bit of the black. Again, I feel like I'm having an easier time using this book than I did the classic size book. I think the mini just, the minis just brought it. The mini brought all the things and just definitely makes it a lot easier. I almost grabbed this one, but that's the same quote as that one, so we're not going to do that. So I was looking at that and I was like, nope, this one's a good one. This is a good, nice, like flat quote that can go along the bottom here. Do your best and forget the rest. Okay, we still just need, I'm still looking for some boxes. We have these ones. Oh, we have these. These are better. Perfect. And we could put them sideways or we could keep them up. Let's do one up and then maybe one sideways. Let's go in with the red. Get some of the red in here. And then we even have some covers. So I'm actually going to take this one and I'm going to cover up the other to do because we already have one that says to do. I don't like having multiple. Okay, the mini is doing the thing. I really like the mini books. I forgot. This is why we're doing this, because honestly, if I didn't just go through and make spreads, I probably would have just gotten rid of them and then I would be sad later. So now I know the minis are where it's at. This really makes me want to go back to a horizontal though. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I feel like that's good. I don't think I need to do a lot. I think because this is kind of adding a little decor, and then we have lots of quotes in here. We even had functional things in here. This book was it, man. Here, you know what we can add? Let's add these stickers. It says top priority, so we'll just change that. I don't know if there's any other. There's meeting. I don't really need meeting. I was going to see if I could change the other one, but I don't really see any other word ones like that. And I don't want to put both of them as top priority. There's these ones, but they're unclear, and I just don't want to use clear right now. I don't know. Oh, here. Boom. To-do list. Voila. Okay, that one was it. I kind of think we're going to keep this one too. Dang. The minis are just coming in clutch. All right, last spread we are going in with is Planner Basics Mini. And I feel like this one won't be as easy now because these are horizontal and we were just on horizontal, and I feel like that's why those ones were kind of easy. But let's try this one in here now and just kind of see where we're at. Okay, so right off the bat, we have a priority sticker. So let's go in with that. And that'll kind of start off our top. And then we'll put this one as a to-do. Okay, so that's kind of starting us off. And we'll just take it from there. I wonder if we could do the same thing, like if there's any horizontal ones that are kind of blank. Lots of fun number stickers. This Can't Adult sticker is perfection. Let's see. We have pay bills. We don't really need those. We could decorate with food today. We'll see what the vibe is once we get done. Once we get to that part. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how the heck am I filling in these boxes? Obviously, I have smaller boxes, which is great, but I need a base, and there's not really any. There's these. I'm not really filling those, though. I think I might just go in with more of my black boxes. I think that's what we need to do. Okay, so I'm gonna grab that because I'm not really feeling any of the other things, but we'll use the smaller boxes to layer on top of them. And I love a good black. Nothing like a good black box to just wrap everything in a nice, neat bow. So we'll slap these stickers in here. And I've been using these ones so much. Okay, so we're going to put those. And then we have these, which are actually really great. So plans for today. This Psy one is funny. I think I saw some other ones too. We have our just regular square ones that I might use. I think I might make this one a quote one, so I don't think I'm gonna put anything in that one. But let's go with this one. I kind of like the keeping everything a little wonky. And maybe we'll find a square that we like enough to turn that one into a quote box. We have these ones. Today I start living. Huzzah. Let's do it. Let's put this one up at the top though, and then maybe we can still put something in there. There's no small boxes there. These are all kind of bigger boxes. Trying to stay away from foil, but we'll see if we're successful at doing that. We shall see. We have this one. It says, today is going to be awesome. So what a good vibe little quote. We have the little bitty hearts that we could decorate with. Just saying that out loud so that way I hopefully remember when we get there. Again, I'm looking for the ones that don't have foil, because as of right now I don't have any foil in here, so I'm kind of trying to keep it that way. If I end up adding foil later, sure, but I kind of want to not have any foil. So that's what we're going for. Seeing if we can get away with it. There are no other small boxes. Those were the only ones. That was it. Okay. I guess we'll use this Psy. Says, today I start living, Psy. You know, the adulting is hard. We will put this can't adult today. It's rough out here. It's rough out in the adulting streets. Okay. Yep, that's good. I like this plan sticker. Stick that somewhere. Okie dokie. We're going to put our hydrate sticker, because if we put it on the other one and we have a hydrate sticker, then we might as well. This one kind of continues the same color scheme too, so that works. Okay, now how to fill in this big space here on this one, because we're at that point now. All the ones I'm seeing that I would fill in with that are foil, so that's cool. I'm like, I could use those, but that's foil. Maybe we just leave it this time? Question mark. I do want to go in with these little hearts. And yes, it's going to take forever. But it's the last one, so we got to. Let's try to use 3 of each color. So I'm just going to start going in. I have my tweezers, so hopefully it won't be as painful as if I was trying to use my fingers, but I just love these hearts. So these are going to be what we're decorating with today, because this is what we got. We don't even really have any big quotes, which is kind of a bummer. Is this a darker? This is darker. I'm going to count this as a different red, even though we may have already used it. We're just going to count it as different. I'm trying to use 3 of each. So now we go in with some purple. And I'm just going in order of what there are on here, because why not? I can kind of better keep track of what I'm using. Then we have blue. And I got teal color. All I'm trying to do is kind of keep all the colors separated and spread out a little bit. That's all. Okay, now we have regular green. Put the green there. Maybe a green over here. And then a green down at the bottom. And now we have yellow, and this one's the last color. So, because then it just repeats, which I'm like, why? Give me more colors. Okay, there we go. That's our decoration for that one because that's what we've got in this book. And everything that I want to use has foil, and I don't want to use the foil ones. I don't want that. Here, we'll put this work hard, play hard as like our main middle quote. Okay, I think that's good. I think it still looks really cute. It's like simple, but I think it looks really cute. And we did what we could with that one. So that is the Mini Planner Basics. Okay, let me go ahead and get all of the pages punched, and then we will take a look at all of them. Alrighty, so we have page 1, just a nice simple fitness, get it done kind of vibe spread. And then we have, this one was the mom sticker book. I do like this one. I think this one's fun. Little sparkles, just adding a little bit of decoration. And then the faith one, which I feel like this one was so much easier to use than the classic size one by itself. The classic size one was, I feel like, almost impossible to use by itself. We did it, but it was a lot harder. This one was a lot easier, and I think is a better standalone sticker book. And then we have the productivity, which again came in clutch, and I feel like surprised me at how well that one worked by itself too. And then this one, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm like, this is actually really cute. Again, it's like simple, doesn't have a ton on it, but I think the hearts definitely make it look a little bit more filled in and is really cute. So there we go. There's our pages for this week using the Planner Basics Mini, the Productivity Mini, Faith Mini, Mom Mini, and then the Fitness Mini. I think Fitness, oh man, I don't know. Now I don't know. Now I kind of want to keep all of them. Okay. And Mom is looking a little, she's struggling just a little bit. Yeah, these ones really surprised me. Like really truly surprised me. The Mom Mini, like I love, but I have the classic size. So I'm like, I don't necessarily need the mini version. So maybe those ones will be my giveaway. And I will keep the other ones. So now I'm just going to go through. Oh no, I took my pen. Oh no, I have a pen here. Whew, I was like, I took my pen away. Oh, what happened to that? Look at that. Oh. Ew. It like exploded. Grody. Oh man, now it's gonna be on my finger for the rest of my videos today. Okay, whatever. Okay, so we did all these. I am gonna just mark them all off. We are gonna keep Faith Mini, which I'm surprised about, and Planner Basics, and Productivity. And I think I'm gonna get rid of the Mom Mini and the Fitness, only because I just have the classic size Mom one, and I want to force myself to use that one more. So that's the reason why. But I feel like these ones worked surprisingly well by themselves. I love the big numbers in this one, and so I think these ones are going to be in my keep list. And next time we're going to continue on. We have another season. We have another mini that we need to do, seasonal. I will be skipping. I just want to let you know now. Oh, and we also have Choose Happy, which is such a fun. It's one of my favorite mini sticker books. I will be skipping the block of memory planners for memory planner books for this series. One reason is because they aren't on the shelf that the rest of my sticker books. They're actually separated from everything else. But I already know I'm going to keep those ones. Those ones I just know I'm way too attached to my memory planner ones. I actually need to start pulling them out for memory planning. So I'm going to try using those in a couple memory spreads coming up probably in the next couple weeks. So just so you know, I won't be doing that block of those ones. One of them is only like dates and holidays, and it literally only has like numbers and stuff like that. So I just won't be using those ones for these. So we are going to skip ahead. So it'll go the next 2 minis that we need to do. And then we're going to jump into the Happy Planner Girls. So that's kind of what's going to be coming up next. And then if you want to see me using the memory keeping sticker books that I haven't used in forever, but I know like I'm attached to them. You guys, I probably have 4 copies of each of them because they're some of my favorite that I have kind of gotten rid of a little bit over the years, but I also know I still have several duplicates of them. But I'm going to do those ones. I want to try making myself use them in my memory planning because it just has been so long. So maybe this week in my memory planner, I will use them. If I remember. I need to just like pull them out so I remember. But anyway, so I'm not going to be using them in this series. So those ones I will be skipping. And I think those are really the only books other than like maybe some of the alphabet sticker books that I'll be skipping for this series. So we'll have 2 minis next week, and then we'll be heading into the very first Happy Planner Girl sticker book. So there you go, you guys. I so hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!